Okay, welcome to Ladies Who Question, and we are in season 2, and this is the first edition of season 2, where we focus on the Golden Bachelor. Okay, so we both watched, and what did you think overall? Let's just do an overall first.
Overall, I was surprised. I was a little bit surprised at the format and how they ran this one.
Mm-hmm.
I was questioning what the producers had told the Bachelorettes. Is that what you would call them?
I guess the Golden Bachelorette, sure.
If they had to come up with a shtick, because they all kind of had a shtick.
Mm-hmm.
There was some kind of juicy stuff going on. I mean, I think there was some tongue kissing action.
I know.
For like a first kiss. I mean, it was a lot more aggressive than I ever thought.
Yeah.
So that's my overall. Big teeth, aggressive. The entrances were something else, and we could spend a lot of time on the entrances.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I think about Gerry at this point. I'm still. I don't know if he's his real self yet.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
You know what? I have to say, first of all, I agree with every single thing you just said. Every single thing. That is my identical overall impression. I was surprised at the aggressive behavior, maybe because, they're women of a certain age, and they're just like, well, but I might as well dive in.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Do you want to go? So basically, I'm saying, I agree with you. Let's go over like just the limo thing real quick.
Okay.
And
okay.
we don't have to talk about everybody. Let's just talk about the ones that stood out for you.
Okay.
Like, I wrote them down in order. I bet you did too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Edith, 60.
Mm-hmm.
Confetti, that beautiful
Gold lame.
Gold lame.
Yes.
She's a pretty woman.
I mean, she was the first one out.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah, clever, I thought. Then Ellen, number 2, very athletic. She's fun. She had the Roberta friend who passed.
Roberta friend. She was a bit brassy.
Yes.
I thought, and a little too much.
Yeah.
And I think
Trying too hard,
Did she get
maybe.
cut? I can't remember.
I got to flip to that page. Well,
we'll figure that out. Okay.
Then Sandra. Oh, she was the swearer.
Oh,
I didn't like
Sandra.
that.
I didn't either. At first, I didn't understand it when they're bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah.
I wrote a poem for you, and it's the F word.
What
found was that all about?
I just found it ungraceful.
Yes.
And I mean, she's in great physical shape, though. I didn't make that I don't know. She did make it to the...
Yes.
Which I was surprised, but okay, whatever. Leslie, she's the prince dancer, dated him, whatever. She'd been married 2 times. No.
Oh, no, she was wearing lingerie.
Yeah, this is Sandra.
Okay.
Didn't I say? No, I'm sorry. I skipped Sandra. I'm so sorry. No, Sandra was the swearer.
Yes,
okay.
Sandra was a swearer. And Leslie was...
She
looked like she was wearing lingerie. She didn't put the black lace.
I didn't care for that dress.
I didn't either. I mean, I feel like these are mature women, and they're trying to act not like a sophisticated, mature person.
Yeah, I completely agree.
It kind of gave me the creeps. Like, I would hope I wouldn't do that.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I would not have worn that. There are a lot of those outfits I would not have worn, but that was definitely one I would not.
No.
And she didn't really even carry it off.
No.
She just didn't have, I don't know, but she had been a dancer for Prince or something. Okay.
That's right.
Oh, and he was a really dorky dancer. That was the first note of him. I mean, later on, it got dorkier.
Yeah.
And he was dangerously close to a white man overbite towards the end. Like when he was dancing,
yeah.
Yeah, baby, groovy.
Right.
Little
right.
bootang. Yeah, that's right.
Bootang, yeah. Get a little bootang. Yeah.
Next one is, I don't know, we just go Kristen, Joan, Peggy. I have no notes for them because they just did not.
They went over them
Kristen,
fast. I thought there was a Maria in there too, but I wasn't sure.
No, there could be because I got a little, I don't know. Maria was 13.
Oh, okay. See, I kind of stopped numbering.
And all I wrote for her was fun. Okay, then there was Peggy, no, not her. Pamela, she was from Aurora. She did not get chosen.
That's right.
Blonde, yeah. And she was like, oh, I hope I get chosen. Then there was Kathy. Oh, Kathy. Oh, she just makes me sad. She's that extremely thin woman, blue gown, a nice gown.
Oh.
Too much. She's had too much work done on her face.
Yes.
Really pulled tight. And she was very desperate.
That's
seeming. Do you
another
remember?
thing I was going to say. They all kind of have a tiny bit of desperate edge in them.
I know.
Where they just want to smother the poor guy.
It made me sad.
Yeah, it made me sad too.
Yeah. Then, what do I have? Nancy
April.
here. Oh, what do I have?
Do you
Nancy?
remember April? I don't.
Okay.
I
Oh,
didn't-
birthday. Nancy birthday. I don't know.
Oh,
what.
birthday suit. Okay,
Oh,
so
that.
she says it's my birthday.
That was Teresa.
Oh.
Was the birthday suit.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
For some reason,
Oh yes,
Why do I
Teresa.
have Nancy
She
in
was
there?
turning 70. They went right for the lips on a kiss. Remember, she
Yeah.
said, "It's my birthday," and she opened up her coat. I don't
She
know
just
what
had-
was under that.
Well,
and
I think it was looked like a
a nude kind of suit thing. Yeah,
like a nude
Spanx.
yeah,
kind
that,
of
yeah,
thing.
that kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. And the kiss, I got a big ick.
Me too.
Ick.
Yeah.
Ick.
Oh, ew.
I don't know. I just there's something about that vibe that's not working. Anyway, then April, a chicken lady.
Oh my God! How could you? And her eggs are fresh.
Yeah, I was like, honey,
Are you kidding me?
none of their eggs are fresh, so
Yeah.
don't even pretend.
Like, what was that? That was corny.
it was corny,
And then
but at least it wasn't gross.
at some point, I think after they were in the room, she kind of grabbed him. Remember, to go out with her little basket and sit on the bench.
Yeah, but I don't remember
And
what
with
they
her-
talked about.
Yeah, I don't either.
But she has a great figure.
Oh, but she did that big chicken cluck cluck imitation.
Because she raised chickens and she has all these animals.
And that was embarrassing.
yeah, it was a
She's
little
dancing around clucking and
Yeah, that's
This
another
whole
one that
thing is
smacked
like a
of desperation.
circus.
Well,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
smacked of desperation as well.
Right.
But she did seem funny, and she'd probably be a fun person to have as a friend. You know, if she was not all woo.
and
you
I
know.
think she wore very low cut. Remember that brown
my
halter
gosh.
top?
Oh my gosh!
It was her like practically to her nips.
It was.
Yeah.
It looked like a really cheap, ugly prom dress,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking, honey, I can already tell you got enough dough to afford something good, and
Right.
you probably shouldn't have let your breast pancake out.
Exactly. That's what
I-
they were doing. And they were just
yeah.
out there.
And I did not. I don't know. I wanted to like her though. I got to tell you, Renee. She was the cheerleader. Nope, she got eliminated.
She already got, yeah, she's out.
Mary and I wrote fun. That's all I wrote. But I don't see her being the one. Then there was Anne, 61. She said, "Let's get out of here." And I don't. She was largely unmemorable.
Was she the one that wrote up? No, okay, don't know her.
No, she said something like, I don't know, let's get out of here. I just put that in quotes. And then she started dragging him out, and then they cut to the next person. And then there was Susan's
Oh, you
fluffy
were good.
dress.
You were good. I don't remember Susan.
Well, she had the smoker's voice, really low in the smoker's voice. And she was from New Jersey, I think, maybe too. And she sort of made a sexual innuendo about something.
but did she have brown hair?
Very short, sort of a severe kind of one of those
wait a
haircuts,
minute.
the way they used to wear them. Women used to wear them
Yes.
like in the 90s.
Yes,
What do you
exactly.
Call those
And
things?
she was the last one picked.
She may have been.
Big teeth.
Big teeth.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Teeth. Yeah.
Big teeth, big smile.
Yeah.
With the short dark hair.
Very short.
Kind of a flashy dress.
Yeah, it was fluffy.
Yes.
wrote
I
fluffy.
remember her.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there
But
was
she was weeping and then she was the last one.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, Patty, nice but I put nice but nope.
Nice but nope. Okay.
Yeah, and then-
See, I don't remember Patty.
Yeah, well, I did them in order, but I know I missed some. Then there was, I was just, they were flipping through some of them real
They
fast.
did
and
go
I-
fast. No,
yeah.
no, I have Faith. Was her name Faith? And
Well,
she
she
came in
was-
on the motorcycle?
I thought she was the last one. Wait, let me
Oh.
look here. Yeah, I thought she was the last one because there was Chippy.
Oh, Chippy, yeah.
Yeah, Chippy,
Chippy.
Jimmy Kimmel's Am. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
funny.
That
She
was but funny. That was a little
very
wrench.
obvious ABC crossover plug, though, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
So then Faith, she's the one who got the first impression rose.
Came in on the motorcycle and she
Right.
came in hot and hard
Yeah,
with the hair like the Cindy Crawford whoosh.
yeah.
But then when she sang her song,
Yeah, she did the
whips
guitar.
out the guitar, and then at the very end, I was starting to like her a little more.
Yeah, yeah. Well, because she seemed kind of normal-ish.
She was listening to him when he was
Yes.
talking. She wasn't. Some of these gals are so fast to just want to talk with him and beg him for his attention. It was uncomfortable.
Yes, yes. It's funny. You and I we had a lot of the same takes. I mean, okay, so I think that was it. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just sort of making some other notes later when they were having the one-on-ones. April had the calendar, which I thought was a cute idea, and she's a therapist.
Right.
But her dress was bad. That's when we already talked about her.
Bad, and she's a little pushy.
Yeah.
I didn't get the calendar, and then it took a while.
Yeah, April. Cute idea. But
that was cute, yeah.
I'd have to know somebody a lot more to give them something like that.
I know.
Or go to that much trouble.
They really want to make that impression.
I'd be saying, Gerry, you impress me. Tell me about you.
Right.
Right. I don't need to sell myself. I'm here. This is who I am.
Right. Tell me
about
what you want.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, tell me what you're about. Okay, then I put another one-on-one was Ellen, and I can't remember what she looked like, but she seemed like a real normal person. Is she the one in that pretty blue dress?
The sparkly dress?
Yeah, it was there was a one shoulder.
Oh, like kind of a light blue?
Like a light blue, and
Blonde?
she had real pretty blonde hair, but she seemed like she was calm, kind of, and seemed normal. They had like a normal conversation, or maybe it was an interview. I don't remember. Natasha, she seemed fun, but no, I don't see that happening because didn't she take him aside and they were doing not chanting, but she was the black woman with the very short hair, and she was kind of short, and she's real fun.
Right, yeah.
But she was doing a when you say this, I'll say this.
Oh, right.
Remember?
They were playing a game with songs. It was,
and I thought
it was not really age appropriate. It was just odd.
Silly. Yeah. Then Leslie, let's see. Leslie, which one was Leslie? Was she the guitar player? I have black dress, not a good dress. Oh, Leslie's the young one, the prince. She's the one with the black dress that we don't care for, with the lace on the top.
Right, right.
Yeah, and Dorky Dancer. And I don't like that Teresa, even though it was her birthday, she just glommed on that kissing, that when you're talking about tongue.
Right. I think definitely there was a couple tongue kisses.
I did not.
And I don't even remember that from The Bachelor.
I don't either.
On the first night.
Nor do I.
Yeah.
Marked difference.
I guess they feel like they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They're in their prime, and
I guess I get that. What the hell? I may as well just go for it. But
right.
I don't know if you're really wanting to get him. Is that really how you want to be? I don't know.
No. Play hard to get. Make it mysterious.
Yeah.
Just give a little info.
Yeah. There was not a lot of that. And then Faith, she got that first impression rose, and there was a lot of kissing there. The only thing that I get, she's got a lot of cheek filler going on.
A lot of these gals do. I mean, some of them are pulled pretty tight, and it's funny when they were all sitting in the room before the rose ceremonies for the one rose, and they're all looking at each other.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did.
And it was almost like they were teenagers doing that.
Yeah.
When you're just checking everybody out, what are my chances? And they were worried, and you could see the looks on their faces when the rose count kept going lower and lower.
But that, that happens when it's The Bachelor too. Remember, I haven't watched that in eons, but I remember. But that, you know what? Let's be honest. Right. Women do that. Women do that all the time.
You're right.
You go to a get together with a bunch of women. You know the ones who look at you and then they look down and they look down to your shoes and then they look back up.
Right.
They don't even know they're doing it.
Right.
But I know I felt that a few times, thinking, okay, I guess she's sized me up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Whatever is right.
So I don't know. That's
okay. So what did you think about Gary's scruff? His unshaven. I thought, I wonder if the network or the producer said, okay, we want to scruff you up a little bit.
Maybe.
Because that was interesting, I thought.
Yeah, I don't care for that.
I don't either.
But, and you know what, you don't need to try to be groovy at 72.
That's exactly what I was thinking. He was trying to be hip and groovy.
Yeah, and I was just kind of I don't, but that's a personal preference on my part. I like a clean shaven man, and even just that little bit of scruff I just leave it to the guys who are 30s, 40s, or whatever.
Right.
After that, you just really can't get away with
that's
it.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really care for that. I don't know. I don't
now,
really
did you
have
notice?
anymore.
Did you notice that it was getting light outside,
And he said,
Yes.
I've never been up this late in my whole life.
I know. Well, because it was getting light outside because I think they filmed this all the way through the night.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you meant. You never been up this late.
No. He said, he goes, I've
Yeah.
never been up this late in my life.
It was probably 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. I mean, and they do it at the mansion or whatever, which honestly, that place looks gaudy to me. I just think about that and I go, there's probably a lot of germs in that place.
For sure.
That's my, germophobia coming out. But it just looked gaudy, and the lighting probably makes it look a little bit low rent too.
It was kind of Hollywood gaudy, like a Hollywood set, but it really wasn't. But
yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't classy. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say it's trashy, but it was not classy, and just looked kind of overdone. And I don't know.
I think that's kind of the overtone of the show right now of what we've seen. Not that classy.
Yeah.
We haven't seen the sophistication of our age group.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to, and then you know who they thought, who's the heavy favorite,
Who
did not get picked at all. She was probably the most elegantly dressed, I would say, and groomed. Mm-hmm. Her hair was pretty short. It was gray. Matt James' mom, who I guess was a bachelor?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And she was, I guess, supposedly the odds-on favorite to be at least chosen.
Oh, wow.
For, not chosen, but.
Because you know why? She was too sophisticated.
Yep.
She was soft-spoken, and she didn't do the whole splashy aggressiveness like the rest of them. And maybe, I don't know what they tell the Bachelor before he comes out, but I think there's a little bit of, you got to make sure you mix it up in your first round.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, probably. Well, she would have mixed it up comparatively to the ones he chose.
Right. She was, yeah. I always thought she was really pretty.
Yeah, really pretty. And she seemed a bit reserved, but maybe we just didn't get to know her. But she just seemed elegant and elegantly turned out. And she was
appropriate.
Yes.
Yeah. Appropriate.
That's the word.
Where maybe she's too appropriate and not good for ratings.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure that that plays out at some point when you have to spice it up.
Yeah.
But it looks like actually, from looking at the previews and the trailers, it's going to get spicy.
Oh my gosh.
He's crying every day, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
I sound so callous.
I love that part. Yeah, I know. To me, I feel like when you see our age group cry like that and that kind of setting, I think it's kind of funny. I mean, I can't take it that serious.
I know. And then when I know what bugged me. When he said, and it could have just been he was overwhelmed by the heat of the moment or whatever. When he said, I haven't felt this awful since my wife passed or something.
Oh, when he was having to do the roses?
This was like, or this is the only other time I felt this bad was that. And I'm thinking, honey, this should not even compare.
Right.
This shouldn't even be close to your wife. And let's just go back for a moment. At the beginning, they outlined his, this is what I found heartbreaking.
Oh, absolutely. Right.
You can
the intro.
Yeah, about how she had resigned from her job, or she had retired, right, or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, she had retired from her job and was effective like in early June of whatever year. I don't remember what that was.
5 years ago, I think.
Was it
2017 or something?
Was it? Okay. And she had effectively retired in June. By July, she started not feeling good a couple weeks into her retirement. A couple weeks.
Right.
By July, mid-July, she was dead from a bacterial infection. Sounds like, what would that be, cellulitis, or then she got sepsis or something? I don't know.
I don't know. It's totally unexpected.
Oh my, I mean, they had bought a lake house or something.
Know. Yes.
And they had planned out their life with their daughters and their grandchildren, and that just about slayed me.
Right. You work so hard. You plan this beautiful life after next chapter, and
then
it's gone.
A month or month and a half later, everything's out the window. That was really sad.
It made me really have a heart for Gerry.
Yes.
I'm not saying I don't have a heart. I do. I feel for him. I don't know if he's going to find love.
I don't either.
I didn't see one person that I thought I saw chemistry, but it's early.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
What'd you think about the previews? Because they showed a lot of flashes.
Oh, wow. I think there's some heavy stuff that's going to go on.
Yeah.
Maybe he falls in love with several women. I think all the women are crazy about him.
Well, they always...
Yes, they always say that.
Yeah. I mean,
but
everyone wants to win.
Right, right. So what do you think? Where do you see this going?
It was weird in the previews where it showed that Teresa, the one that was like so aggressive. Teresa was the one who she has this middle part and her hair falls to her shoulders.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
she was the one.
East Coast accent, kind of.
Yes, New Jersey.
Yes.
She's a some kind securities professional.
She was practically crying.
Yeah. Oh, so she's sobbing in the previews, and then they show this other preview right after that, and they're saying, oh, whatever the exclamation was, and they're like, oh, and she's smiling, and I'm going, is this taken out of sequence, or is he dumping her? Because she has her head in her hands. She's going, I thought I was the one you wanted. Remember?
Okay.
That from the previews? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, okay, that's going to be interesting because for some reason I feel like I've seen a lot of play about her being towards the end of the finals, which surprises me because I don't feel entranced by her. There's something at all.
Too pushy.
Yeah, pushy and...
God, that just turns me off.
Well, she was the birthday suit one.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And then... Oh, where's that 50s diner? I want to go there. Remember they were showing the dancing?
Yes.
And
It almost looked like professional dancers.
Well, maybe they had those in the background, I think. But they show him dancing with, I don't remember who, because I was just looking at the background going, where is this 50s diner? This looks so fun. I want to go there. I don't know. So I remember that, but I'd have to go see that again to see who he was dancing with, because he was dancing with
I can't
one
remember.
of them. I know. It goes so fast, and those previews are so snap, snap, snap.
Right.
Those are only the notes that I could take. That was kind of where I was.
Yeah, me too. Do they cut next week as well? Every week they cut?
Oh, every week.
Oh, okay.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then...
Okay, so this is the challenge for next week.
Okay.
We each put down a person that we think's going to wind up with the rose. And then we see how it goes. But then if they drop out,
I like that idea.
Let's do our gut feeling next week, and we'll keep it secret.
We'll keep it secret.
Okay.
But I have to see one more episode.
I was going to say, it would have been too hard to try to pick somebody out of the first round.
Yeah, because it's like still 14 women. That's a lot.
Right.
I think. Right? 14 maybe? I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Can't count Chippy. She never
Yeah,
made. She was never...
You knew that was right when she came out, Chippy, the 85-year-old, I knew it was a crank.
Yeah.
A prank.
And she's like 84 or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
84, 85.
Yeah.
She goes, I can't stay up this late.
I thought she was drunk. I
know.
Did. I'm going, well, Chippy,
like,
okay. From what I remember of seeing you on Kimmel's show, yeah. Anyway, it was cute. So let's do that.
Cute.
That'll be our challenge.
Okay.
And we'll take better notes.
But
Pretty good from memory.
Yeah.
I mean, and notes sort of-ish.
Exactly. No, I think we pretty much covered it in a nutshell.
Yeah. Any thoughts? Fine? Nothing?
No, not really.
I think we covered it.
I think we covered it.
Okay, so tune in next week for episode 2 of season 2 of Ladies Who Question. And we are questioning Gerry's judgment. That's what this is about.
That's right. We're going to give him hell.
Okay, stay happy, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey.
Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by Lisë Dominique and Holli Caulfield. Music, My Lionheart and Sketch Music, Florian Monax and Matthew Anderson. Font, Geofanny by Adriana619. Research, Holli Caulfield. Social media, Chelsea Caulfield. Please follow Ladies Who Question on all social media, ladieswhoquestion.com. And subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. This is a Harvey Doodle production.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the individual opinions of Lisë Dominique and Holli Caulfield and should not be construed as personal advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree to not use this podcast as any advice for any personal or medical issue of yourself or others. This entire disclaimer also applies to any guests or contributors to the podcast.